Ark Invest buys the Twitter dip, scooping up more than 1 million shares after Jack Dorsey departs as CEO. Cathie Wood joined CNBC for a Pro Talk earlier today, where she explained why she is bullish on the social stock and its new management.
We like, under his leadership, what they're doing from a monetization point of view. We also love Twitter's positioning as a verification platform. Because we think that's going to become huge with NFTs. The verification is what's going to make NFTs valuable.
For that full interview, you can head on over to cnbc.com/pro. So this got us thinking, how should you trade some of Ark Invest stock picks? So we are playing a little game called Would or Would Not. A cousin to the good old-fashioned game of traded or faded, of course. So we kick things off with Twitter. Guy, would or would not?
Brilliant game. The crack staff back in EC, top of their game. Would. Absolutely would. Now, with that said, Mel, I would have said would $10 ago. And today it made a 52-week low, I think $42.80. I mean, the stock does not trade well, clearly. I think we've talked about that for a while. But, you have Elliott Management sort of kicking it, well, not kicking the tires, making comments, I should say. There are a lot of things to like here about Twitter, and they do report in early February. I think the stock has gotten too cheap. I think it was an uninspired choice for CEO, but that's exactly why you should probably own it, and we alluded to that earlier this week.
Karen, how about you? Would or would not Twitter?
Twitter would not. But, I mean, to be fair, the whole Ark thing, I have this other thought of interest rates going higher, high multiple things going lower. So would not. And I would rather Facebook. I know I just snuck that in there, but.
Yeah, you sort of melded the would or would not, and then would you rather. I mean, I'll let it go.
Would you rather? Yeah. All right,
okay.
Thank you.
Next up, Robinhood. Cathie Wood saying it has a shot at becoming one of the most important digital wallets of the world. So, Dan, would or would not?
Yeah, right here, I would not. And I don't disagree with what she's saying about an important wallet for lots of different assets, and they're positioned probably pretty well with that demographic. I just don't find what they're doing right now to be particularly compelling. And Mel, here's something near and dear to your heart. I don't know if you saw some of those AMC and the GameStop. They got absolutely creamed today here. So a lot of the stocks at the Robinhood players, they haven't really been through a meaningful correction just yet, or a prolonged one, and that could really weigh on their assets under management and their accounts and that sort of thing. So I think this thing needs to probably have a really big capitulation, and then I will at some point there's a value for this thing.
Yeah, AMC was down 16% today, although hashtag AMC not leaving is in fact trending on Twitter right now. Tim, would or would not Robinhood?
Yeah, look, I would Robinhood. And I think it's a case of, first of all, I think they had their capitulation. I mean, you can't tell me this stock hasn't been taken down hard. Let's put it that way. And I think you've got a case here. Cathie talks about the digital wallet dynamic. How about just, the platform, how sticky it is, the interface, how popular it is. And yes, I think the AMC Reddit crowd is often seen as the Robinhood crowd, and then sometimes they're not distinguishable. Sometimes they shouldn't be. I just think this is such a loyal and popular and important demographic that people want to own, and folks that are going to be very, very much involved in this platform for a long time. Like I was testing my wood on the way in, somewhere $5 higher in options, and it's been painful, although again, limited downside.
Testing your wood? You mean Robinhood?
I just said, you tell me, Mel. I just said I would, so I was testing my wood.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to move on. Teladoc, let's just move on. Cathie Wood saying it is going to become the backbone of U.S. healthcare. So would or would you not buy this one, Tim?
I would. Again, I think it's a case here where this is a data play. This is obviously, in some sense, where we've seen other companies try and fail. The valuation, not terribly interesting. The pullback, extraordinary. This is a long-term play. I'm not typically one that chases the growth multiple, but I think this is a company that's very well positioned in a space this isn't just a COVID pull forward. I mean, this is a secular trend very much in their favor.
Guy, would or would not?
I would have changed the sound effects to timber for what I'm about to say, which is would not. And this stock is a money-losing machine now for quite some time. Growth is slowing. It's been taken out to the wood shed. Would not.